Hey, appreciate you guys tuning in. The Tastemakers Podcast begins in 5 minutes. Make sure not to go nowhere, because Quote, Brina, Trisha, and Corey, also known as the Tastemakers, will be with you in 5 minutes. Thanks for sticking with us. Oh snap, you still here. Listen, in less than 3 minutes, the Tastemakers Pod will be on and popping. Don't miss Bree, Quote, Trish, and Corey talking about the hottest topics in culture. Again, less than 3 minutes. Make sure to stick with us.
Tastemakers.
Classic. We do more than make a living, we make a life. When everything is dark, we are the light. We are the tastemakers. Aight. Let tomorrow tell the stories that we make tonight.
I told y'all, patience is a virtue. This is what perseverance will get you. In just 60 seconds, you will be live with the Tastemakers Pod. Again, appreciate you guys tuning in, and we'll see you soon.
For the new tastemakers, sommeliers came out to play. Classics in the current day. For the movers and shakers, for the new tastemakers, sommeliers came out to play. Classics in the current day.
The beat breaker. Tastemakers.
Yo.
Yo.
Hey. Something is up too loud. But anyway, giving you a taste of the culture is the Tastemakers Pod. All my levels and stuff is off here. Okay. What's popping off? Everybody good?
Yo. Yep.
Cool. Well, definitely, if you was in the chat, make sure to let us know that you are here. Shouts out to Tosh. She says she is passing through. Shouts out to Inez and Kiera as well. Thank you so much, Kiera, for actually stepping up for us last time. We actually got Bell here today, y'all. Also, what's up, Trish? We got your man Goss there. Of course, Brina's right there. So we are the Tastemakers, and y'all how we do every Wednesday night at 10 p.m. Eastern. There we go. On Eastern Standard Time. So Judan in the chat, what's popping off? Listen, it has been quite the week. I know we went through a lot to actually be on time tonight. So definitely appreciate all the work that everybody did to do just that. But y'all know how we do every week. Let's get right into it. How's your week? We'll go ahead and start with Bree. How your week, Bree?
Busy. That's how it's gonna go. Work's busy. Church has been busy this week. It's been a lot going on, but it's Wednesday. Week's almost over with, so been good.
Okay, I'm gonna finish off that wing right there. Trisha Bell, how your week been?
Ooh, child. My week has been very interesting. So I was out of town and had a ball at first. You know, I went to a wedding, lived it up, you know what I'm saying? Got cute, popped out a little bit, you know what I mean?
All right. Yep.
Then I got COVID. And I was like, oh.
Got that Rona.
Bang is on Jack. You got COVID again.
COVID again. This is COVID 2.0. And I actually think I might have had COVID last year, but that's a whole nother conversation because I'm not sure. Either way, it was crazy.
Get back up again.
I beat the Rona at least twice, maybe 3 times. So praise God.
That's a testimony in itself right there.
But did I don't think I told you about on my way to the wedding situation.
Yes.
I was in a vehicle and the wheel popped off and flew to the other side of the highway. Yes. First of all, let me just tell y'all, this is the story of my life because the enemy be trying to take me out.
I'm about to say, y'all better be covering Trish in show enough prayer. Because I mean, from the car thing to the Rona to the Lord God.
Wow. That's crazy.
Trish at all costs.
He mad. It's okay to be mad or he wants to. You know what I mean? Be mad. You know what I mean? Y'all pray for me. I mean, God got me. I ain't, you know what I mean? But it'd be a lot of stuff that happens and I'm like, oh, okay, well, I'm on the right path because clearly this man trying to take me out. So good.
It's a fact.
Okay. Well, it's good that you are here. We definitely missed you for the last couple of weeks, so it's good to have you here, Trish, for sure. Goss, how your week been?
My week's been eventful, to say the least. Out here had a little not mean situation the other night, so that was cool. You know what I'm saying? Went down a little date. You feel me? Out here trying to get these white women married. You know what I'm saying? Because I've convinced them that I'm a relationship expert, which I am. You know what I'm saying? So I have a lot of white female friends, and I be telling them what they got to do to win. You feel me? And like 2 of them took my advice, and 2 of them are winning right now. You heard? Like this girl asked me. She said, "Yo, are you some kind of witch? Like, how do you know all this stuff?"
She calls you a witch. It's not a compliment.
No, but she was like, because like I told her exactly what to do, and she did exactly that. She was like, "It worked. How did you know this?" I said, "Listen,
these guys know guys.
It's a gift, exactly." Like I'm trying to retrain these women's minds to get them to know, like, yo, you're the prize. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like this is what you do. Like
We're back.
What was that?
I have no idea what happened.
I was like,
Yo,
I'm
at
telling
this
you,
point,
the enemy trying to take us out.
right? At this point, the devil's getting blamed for everything. You better know.
Everything.
Dawson's right here.
Period.
Okay.
Okay.
What happened?
Yeah,
I have
we
no
don't,
idea.
Yeah, the
devil
rapture
man.
happened yet again. This
The
time,
rapture.
unlike
It
last
got all
week,
of
this
us.
time it got all.
All of us is out.
So I see the rest of y'all got your life right this week.
So anyway, so I was, trying to. Well, I'm in the process of training another one because one I just trained, she just got married.
First of all, wait. I need you to change your language because
What you mean?
trying to understand.
You were trained.
That's what I'm doing.
It's just funny because you're like, I'm training these white women. It just sounds crazy.
Because black women usually don't have this problem. But like it's so I've been around white people for like the last 4 years, right? No, for real. I'm gonna give you a little quick synopsis.
Indeed.
I've been around typically white people with a lot of white females involved in that ratio for the last 4 years. Yeah. And like I just be wondering how they be accepting the stuff that they be accepting. And I'm just like, I know exactly why you're not married or exactly why you're not in a relationship. So I break it down to them about the reasons why they're not. And this is like brand new news to them. You know what I'm saying? They're like, oh my God. Right. So then they put into effect the stuff that I be teaching them. And like, we got this whole school, like they call it Corey Goss's Academy of I'm Me. You know what I'm saying? Because I be having to tell them that they them. You feel me?
Okay.
Wow.
They don't be understanding that they the prize. So I just graduated one girl. So I got this other girl, you know what I'm saying, who I'm teaching. And she's on her way. You know what I'm saying? She sent me I'll show you the text later. But like, she's like, Corey, it worked. Oh my goodness. I'm like, duh, worked. What are you talking about?
I need some examples. This is what I need.
So the lesson of the night, everybody, white women are the prize.
It was so funny because when you said it, I was like,
I'm joking. Go ahead, examples.
I just need some examples. Like, okay, like somebody said, what's the problem? I think Iman said, what's the problem? And then what's the solution? Like, what is the issue that they're coming to you with? And then what are you telling them to do? So
here you go. Here's an example, right? Mm-hmm. Pull up this text message real quick. So this young lady who I'm helping out, she met this guy and she likes this guy, and this guy allegedly likes her, but they went into the relationship. And I have this philosophy that the person, whoever goes in with more influence, that's where the relationship is going to go. It's going to lean towards that, right?
More influence.
Yes, influence. So the guy knows that this girl likes her, right? So he's not really chasing the way he needs to, because he's like, I mean, she's on me, like, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So she's like, I text him and like, he'll take 5 days to text back. And then when he texts back, he'll like ask me like really like really big stuff. But like, you ain't talked to me in like 4 or 5 days. Now you want me to take you to the airport at 11 o'clock at night? And like my bedtime's at like 9 o'clock. So like she's having these issues, you know what I'm saying? And then she's like, he never wants to talk on the phone. He barely wants to go out. Like, but they have great conversations and stuff when they go out. So I'm like, yo, baby girl, listen up. This is what we got to do. We got to change the whole game. Okay. So I was telling her, one of my little, avenues I was telling her was like, yo, you have to establish who you are in this relationship. He has to realize, I can't talk to her any kind of way. I can't treat her any kind of way. She's not always going to be around. Because at first she was just answering text messages like as soon as he texted, right? But he wasn't doing the same. You feel me? So it was super unequal.
Of course.
So I'm trying to tell her like, yo, you got to realize and believe in yourself that you are the win. Like, he should be lucky that you're letting him talk to you. Like, you're the prize.
Indeed, I agree.
So like, I'm going hard, right? So she's like, all right, so what's my move? I said, all right, so here's your next move. He's going to text you. Just don't respond for at least 2 days.
Yeah.
And then when you don't respond, wait 2 days. And then after you respond, don't even acknowledge that it's been 2 days.
Yeah.
Like, just go on with whatever you want to talk about, whatever. So she did it, right?
She texted me and was like, "Oh my God, Corey, it worked." She was
But what did he do? Like, what did he do different? I'm curious.
So all right, so boom, right? So this is what he said. So he said, "Can y'all see it?"
No, I can't see it.
that.
Just read it. Just read it. Don't put the people business out
Oh,
there.
all right. So this was his. So she took my advice. She didn't text for 2 days.
Stop.
She didn't text for 2 days, right? And he just responded today and said, "Hey, I don't know if you just like my messages because you're trying to tell me you're sick of me, or you don't want or you don't want to see me anymore. But I hope your week is going well and definitely missed you this past week." Now he's never said that before, according to her. She was like, "Yo, that's the most he's ever said to me regarding missing me or wanting to talk to me." I said, "Duh, of course," because he thinks that he can pick you up and drop you whenever he wants. So I told her next. So I said, "All right, so look, don't respond to that. Give that a day and a half to respond to.
Yeah.
And then when you respond to it, don't even mention it. Like, don't even act like he didn't even text her."
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm just trying to shift the power in their relationship right now and establish her. I'm trying to get her to realize she has to establish that you control this and he don't control this. Like, he should be chasing you. You know what I'm saying?
should.
So
It's teaching her how to play hard to get. She's playing hard to get.
no, she's not playing hard to get.
It's.
I'm saying you're teaching her how to play hard to get a little bit.
No, I'm not. I'm teaching her for her to realize that, yo, you're the one. Like, he needs to realize that. Like, you you have to go in
and keep it pushing.
Right, exactly. Like, I'm telling her she has to go in with thinking like, yo, if you want to talk to me, all right, cool, I'll give you a chance. But not like, oh my God, I want to talk to you. Let's go out. Like, you gotta be like on your like, all right,
chill.
me.
She gotta be chill. Yeah. No, I agree with that. And I mean, I'm not one for games. So like I think that's a good move. I will also say to her as well, you need to give yourself a cutoff date, because if the behavior continues, then like what's the point? Like, nobody's out here to play games. Like,
I said low. I said, yo,
a cutoff date.
Yeah. Bruh, this girl is.
What do you mean? Like, he can never come around again? Like, cutoff date?
No. He has a certain amount of time to prove that he really wants to talk to her.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like,
okay. And so what if he don't have it together and ain't seeing it right now, but he is 3 or 4 months from now?
And that's too late. Then hopefully she'll be around. She'll be around.
Yeah. Okay, I understand what Goss is saying. Well, hopefully she'll be around. Trish, you like, no, he can't come back in at all?
I'm saying if the time has passed and she's over it, it's a done bun. It's a done bun.
Quote playing. Quote knows that a guy recognizes a woman's value within the first week of knowing her.
Period.
So it don't
take. So nothing is 100%, right?
But you know what you're getting into. You recognize.
Yes, normally. Well, either way, we want the guy, theoretically, and this is just my opinion. I'm not, everybody can feel their own way. Theoretically, we want the guy to do the chasing. We need him to do the chasing.
Period.
If he's not doing the chasing, sometimes he will not value the prize as much.
He won't. All the time.
No, that's all the time. It's not 100%, but it is a lot of times. You're right. There's a lot. For most part, you're right. You're right. What I'm saying though is I'm not trying to do anything to further thin the pool for our sisters, right? So he might not have his act right now. Put him on pause. But if he come back 6 months later with his act right, I don't want you just to he might come back 6 months later with his act right.
He might, but
I'm saying that. But like, she's not gonna wait. I'm not telling her to. I'm saying, yo, go.
No. We don't want her to wait. No, I ain't saying wait. Keep doing what you're doing.
But right now, she's like, yo, I'm waiting for this guy to act like he wants to talk to me as much as I want to talk to him. And I'm like, no, we don't do that. No, my friends don't do that. That's not what we're doing. He has to realize that you're the prize, and if he wants you, he'll go get you. If not, he'll treat you like he treats all these other girls. And that's how I'm training all these girls that come through my school.
That's fact. That come through my school.
Yo, it's so funny hear you say this how I'm training these girls. Like, it just sounds crazy.
It's truth, though. It's the truth.
Saying that coming from someone like yourself.
Why do people not believe that I'm a relationship expert? Like, everybody laughs when I say that.
Okay, the reason
because
why
you on your
not
hitch right now, dude. You can be in. Yeah. I mean, so what you? I mean, it's like when Hitch wasn't in a relationship. Cats, you know what I mean?
No, I don't.
Or maybe no. Actually, maybe you are Hitch. Maybe okay, because Hitch was having problems too. He couldn't get, whenever it was his turn to get in a relationship, he couldn't make it happen for himself like he made it happen for everybody else.
Yeah.
So maybe that's
But I feel like people be disrespecting me. Like I'm not. Like I don't know what's going on out here. Like it's cool.
I'm not disrespecting you. I just think it's interesting.
No, not you.
Oh, okay.
Not you.
Yeah. Okay.
But when I tell people
me.
I'm a relationship expert, they laugh. I'm like, what's so funny? I'm telling you.
I mean, I've never heard you say that about yourself either, and I don't.
Oh, okay.
I don't know that we always.
I laugh because I'm like, if I would like, physician heal thyself is the reason why I laugh. But
and then my comeback with that is always, every girl I've dated has wanted to marry me. I just have not wanted to marry them. Isn't the goal of a relationship is like, yo, let's get married, right?
And that's real easy because every girl I've ever dated wanted to marry me too. So I don't. That's not a real. Not a real.
No,
thing.
but the qualifier there that people would say I'm not an expert is one, because I'm not in a relationship, which is by choice, not because I can't be. And then two, if I say that I'm an expert in this means I know what to do to get you what you want, because I've gotten what I wanted. Or gotten what I wanted and then realized I could probably do better. I don't want that. But I know the steps.
I just realized I lied. That's not true. I'm now counting back. Like, no, there was at least one or two that got away.
Got you. But every serious relationship that I've been in, like the girl's like, yo, what we doing? Let's get married. Right? So I'm saying that's why I feel like my experiences have led me to be this relationship expert. But yeah, so that's what's going on this week.
Okay. All right. Well, that sounds like a happening week there you got there. As for me, same old same. Work, family, church, and Tastemakers Pod. That's how my week goes.
And today I found out that me and Quote have two totally different tastes in music. Completely.
We do.
100%.
We do. I kind of knew it, but then today just further.
How did y'all discover that?
So we have local artists that we have opening up Domination, and probably about 12 people submitted their music. So Quote was gonna pick his top 10. I picked my top 10. Now our top 10s are completely different.
Yeah. To the point where we had to get a
Quote's old. He's old though, so
Shouts out to I actually no. I mean, shouts out to Charles Brown because I end up having to get him to send a list in, and he sent a list in, and 2 people from your list and 2 people from my list made it. So it's not that we're wrong. It's just we're different. You know what I mean? We're different. We're definitely different in the way we see. I look at Goss and I say he consumes music as an artist. Yeah, in my opinion. You know what I mean? Where of course in my mind, I consume music as a radio guy. So he can talk all he knows what the streets want, all he wants. I know what popular culture wants. So
I picked 80% of the Domination lineup. I know what the streets want. Yes, you only had AI. Matter of fact, it was just AI. I feel like
AI. Well, hold on. We'll get into this joint in a second. We'll reveal the artists for this year anyway in a second. But
just know I think.
But yeah, matter of fact, and you might have, and some of it is. I mean, I only fight you if I think it's a real bad idea, and those are the people that we keep off. Like the fact that you keep mentioning Ty Brazzle every year. Shouts out, love Ty. I just don't think Ty is necessarily as consistent as I need him to be on our stage.
Oh, Inez, I got my playlist. I got my gospel playlist too. I definitely got that.
Kiera, I was thinking the same thing. I was going to say something about your beard. I was like, your beard looking husky today, bro.
You talking about me?
Quote.
Oh, you're welcome. Oh, me.
Husky.
Oh, I was trying to be funny, but I thought she's talking about Goss or me.
Come on, you.
Quote.
Okay,
you.
I appreciate you. Thank you.
Quizzy
Thank you.
quote.
Kiera said, "Look, oh no, she said Goss." Okay,
Yeah, she talking about Goss.
I'm thinking about you because your beard looks huskier today than usual.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, my beard was always fairly husky. But yeah. Okay. I mean, it is what it is. Hey, let's get into the show, guys. Y'all, this is what we do. This is like we're freaking 26 freaking minutes into the daggone show, and y'all blame me. Goss had the long story.
Because this is what you wanted, quote. This is what you wanted. You want a 3-hour show. This is what you want. Nobody else wants this except you.
Everybody in the chat wants it as well. So they're here to hang with us.
No, they're not.
Yeah.
Watch by midnight. See what happens. Watch by midnight. See what happens.
We love you guys in the chat, and I know you guys love to hang with us too. So we appreciate you. Make sure to like and subscribe. Tell a neighbor, tell a friend what we do right here every Wednesday night at the Tastemakers Pod. Thank you. Let's get into some things real quick. Trish, you got a bunch of things popping off. Let's quickly tell the people about this joint right here. That you got going on, and I'm sure Bree is working on that. But go ahead.
Yes. So my business is doing another songwriting camp called the Creators Camp out in LA. So if any of our viewers are in LA and you want to be a part, please go to the website. You can scan the QR code on the situation. It'll take you straight to the application, and we will, check you out. And if you qualify, you can sign up to come. It is a fee. But I mean, if you about that life, you're ready to invest in yourself as an artist, come through.
What do I get?
Oh, you get a lot.
What am I paying for?
What you're paying for is the education. You're going to be paying for the development, because we're giving you a whole workbook. Then we're giving you a rollout template. We're giving you a marketing plan, and you get a photo shoot, a free photo shoot. So, I mean, it comes
dope.
And the speakers that are going to be there, like, we talking about legends in the music industry, not CHH. We talking about music industry.
Yeah.
So, I guess I could tell.
I love it.
But we could play.
Can get a sneak peek? Can we get a sneak peek? You got a video? Okay. All right. Looks like Charles, I know you in LA. But yeah, let's get to the video real
quick. I'm not spending no more time to think it over. I'm not wrapped around your finger. You're not winning. Walk in a room, look in your eyes, ain't no mistake to your surprise. Time to let go, I'm taking control. I want you to know you no longer hold me. You're just a stranger to me. You're just a stranger to me. You'll never hold me down.
Don't stop. I'm a night owl, so we gonna be up. Somebody gonna be up, and we gonna make some music. That's what we here for.
You're just a stranger to me. You're just a stranger to me. Can't keep me down. What you gonna say now? I've been watching you from across the crowd. You're not allowed to come around. I've been watching you from across the crowd. Walk in a room, look in your eyes, ain't no mistake to your surprise.
Yo, get your creator camp on, Trish.
Man. I know one of those people.
Who? Which one?
The dude with the beard.
Yeah. What's his name?
With the red
from
beard.
VA.
Yeah, from Roanoke, right?
Oh, Macklin? You're talking about Macklin?
Yes, Macklin. Yes.
Macklin. That's
yep. So I saw Macklin, I saw Tosh, I think I saw London, and I saw Lexi. There we go. That's what. Yeah.
Yeah, Daryl was there.
Cool.
There was a rack of people there, but yeah, it's the other thing that comes with it. If you come, the accommodations are included, so you can stay at the Airbnb with us. And I will mention a couple other things. If you come, you will have an opportunity to perform at Kale My Name. Kale My Name is Tabitha Brown's restaurant. So if you come, be prepared to perform at Kill My Name. It's in LA. It's a hot spot. Like, I mean,
can we talk prices or nah? Or they got to hit you for the prices.
We could talk prices. It's a little.
It's late June, Charles. I know Charles is in LA. It's late June. 26th, is that what it was?
It's the 26th through the 30th.
Yeah.
26th through the 30th. So yeah, it's a little over 1K, but you know, with all that you're getting, I mean, honestly, it's worth way more than that. So yeah, we're gonna have, I don't know if anybody knows who Carvin Hagens is, but he is a producer, songwriter, legendary. He's produced and written for Music Soul Child, Mary J. Blige, Jill Scott, all the Philly people, all the soulful R&B, R&B heads. One of my homies, Dilemma is a producer. He produced on Jasmine Sullivan's album. Just won a Grammy for that album. He's worked with Bizzle too. If y'all may know some of his music through Bizzle. Derek Minor's going to be there. John Gibbs is going to be there. Aaron Knight going to be there. It's going to be a rack of people. So I mean, you're learning from the best. So I just encourage you, if you're an artist, songwriter, rapper, vocalist, come through.
Pull up.
Oh,
yeah.
That's what it is. So it looks like we always got stuff going on, and I guess we'll go ahead and get to the domination lineup.
Gang.
And the announcements that were made today as to who's added on to domination. We'll go ahead and drop that video right here. So again, it's Domination 2022, June 24th in RVA, Richmond, VA. Make sure your face is in the place. Go ahead and get them tickets now. I got one thing to say. Our festival got more black ladies on it than your festival. That's what I got to say right there. So it is what it is. It is what it is. We look out for the ladies.
The quote. Quote be looking out.
Listen, that's a fact. That's a fact, and I'm glad you have Portia Love on there, Goss.
Why you
No, don't. Where's Destiny at? Because I swear, yo, he's so funny. Because we can talk about this offline. But anyway, I'm glad to see her on the lineup.
You know who? That was definitely
like I said.
Thank you.
I told you. Quote gets the ladies on the show. Quote gets the ladies on the show.
So,
as he should.
I'm not mad at that.
But that's what it is. That's what it is there.
I want to
so hold on. Let's
quick.
Yeah. It's gonna be a dope night. 7 artists is what it is. I don't know if Cats noticed. Well, I won't even go there. It is what it is. So, Domination 2022, June 24th. Make sure your face is in place. RVA. Definitely make sure to come enjoy what we do here on the East Coast. But that's that. I think we're good.
Man, time to actually
I love that we have all our plugs. Like we all plug our things going on. I just really love it. Can y'all just give it up for yourself?
We're the tastemakers. We're not the tastemakers just in name, y'all. We are literally the ones building platforms and making sure that these artists get development and get out there and the whole nine. This is what we do.
Inez, pull up, yo. Pull up the Domination. What's good?
Yeah. Of course, Inez, come through.
Yeah.
It's only a 7-hour
but listen, we got these topics. All right, let's jump into it.
Yeah, F these memes.
We're gonna talk about
No. Keep going. No. Keep going. We're good.
No, I've got to laugh. Like the meme of the weeks is always on point.
We've been laughing for the last 30 minutes.
Let's jump real quick into the meme of the weeks. Bree, who's first?
Let's see. Yeah.
I shouldn't have said nothing.
This one's all you quote.
Up, man. Yeah. You done came down the wrong block, player. You came down the wrong block, dog. You know where you at? You know where you at, dog? You about to feel every piece of these wings out here, man. Ain't no games out here, man. Oh, you got your little satchel, huh? Your little Indiana Jones satchel. Got your little man purse. Okay. You caught me with one, Playboy. You got you one, but you ain't gonna get another. Yeah, fall over those shrubberies, Playboy. Yeah, what's up now? What's up?
Wow.
Oh, was that the camera? Oh, hey, guys,
Camera.
just out here being a good citizen, man. Just. Lord, I lift your name on high.
Wow.
What's up, Buttercup? What's up, Buttercup?
He is a
It's the
fool.
Lord, I lift your name on high for me all day. I was like,
Tony
that's
Baker's
definitely
mad
my
funny.
joint of the week right there. Tony Baker is genius. Indeed.
Great.
Who's next?
All right. Trish is up next.
This is a little long, but it's worth it. Uh-oh.
You started with that claim. 1 quick second. How you doing today, man? And I'm hurt as usual. You got me teleworking today. I'm telehurting. All right. And could you give me a brief description of what's going on? And your beard won't connect. You tried to talk to your pastor about it. What did he say? You have a video? Okay, could you send that to my email? It's hurtinghighlyfavorite96@gmail.com. Got your video?
I'm gonna tell you something. Facial hair is not apostolic. However you want to cut it, it's compromise.
Sir, can I place you on a brief hold? What? Sir, are you there? So it looks like you qualify for our Paula White package. It's a simple package where we just send the African angels to your address. Do you have a sheet of paper? Okay, Hamanda, Akta, Rabi, Ada, Uda, Ishata. The last one was Shata. All right, I got you all set up. I'm going to go ahead and send you This Is My Personal Opinion handbook. It's a handbook for preachers on how to lose your church in 10 days using your personal opinion. Absolutely not. You can give it to your pastor. How's that sound? All right, let's get you signed up.
Wow.
Yeah, that was
What
funny.
in the world?
That's funny.
Yo, who's next?
Actually, I am next.
Jesus took his sandals, off.
What did y'all do?
Oh,
And
wow.
Yeah.
Like, oh, wow.
He do look like Jesus too.
Who
He
is
does.
this?
I don't know his name, but this is the actor that is portraying Jesus in The Chosen.
Yeah, I forgot his name
yeah.
too.
Got it.
All right. And this next one is Corey's.
Not good night, brother.
Mr. Whiskey, good night, sex. It says,
joint
good night,
hurt.
beautiful. And she texts back.
Wow.
Yo, ouch. Okay. Yeah. So, meme of the week. That's what it is. Always got to get them laughs in there. So listen, real quick, going to hit a couple of topics. It's going to be in and out. These topics are going to be quick tonight. I promise y'all. I have a feeling. I've got a good feeling. So we're going to talk about the Martinreunion real quick. I'm going to ask the question, what show would you guys want to see? What classic show would you guys want to see rebooted? BrvndonP, should he just stick to production? We'll talk about that. Of course, we'll talk about Michael B. Jordan and your girl Lori being no longer. We'll talk about your man Bryson Gray as he just burning pride flags, and we'll talk about that. And did our parents prepare us for life properly? We'll talk about that.
No.
And of course, we'll talk about the ways that you possibly should respond to a man. We'll get into that as well. So more relationship advice and more nonsense. It's Tastemakers Pod. Y'all know how we do it. Make sure to like and subscribe. All right. So Martin, Gina, Cole, Pam, they back, and they
For
doing
real,
it
for
for your
real?
man Tommy. Let's talk about this Martinreunion joint. Let's see that joint real quick, Bree.
Martin, the reunion. Action.
This one's for you, Tommy.
Oh my God.
What's up? You so crazy.
For the first time in 30 years. Wow. One of TV's most iconic casts.
We capture the black experience.
Is back together.
Let's go.
What does GTD stand for? Got the draws, okay?
An event to celebrate.
I was in the moment. We were in the moment.
Freaking brilliant.
A legacy to cherish.
It's pure testament to our hard work.
A reunion to remember.
We would watch the show more than we would make.
Oh, I didn't see that. That's crazy.
Yeah. So the Martinreunion joint, I wanted everybody to know that was popping off. I'll definitely be checking out that on BET Plus.
I don't want BET to do it. I don't want BET to do it. Anybody else but BET, bro.
It's already done.
Right, it's already done.
I don't want to watch it. I know BET's doing it.
Well, it's a reunion joint. It ain't like it's a reboot, even though that question will probably come up while they're
gonna
doing
mess
it. It's
it
just them
up.
talking about the show.
They're gonna mess it up. It's not gonna be right.
They need to I don't want anybody to reboot any classics. Just do a new thing. Like, can we just do a new thing?
So that leads to the conversation and the question I had asked for everybody is, what classic show do you think should be rebooted?
Oh, well,
Trisha, I guess, is saying.
Well, hold on. Wait, let me take that back because Bel Air is amazing. Bel Air is amazing.
Okay.
So I if it's not done well, of course it's like, ugh. But
well, of course, we're talking ideally it would be done well. Which one would you want to see rebooted?
I don't know. I really don't want to see. In Living Color is a great one, Charles. That's
Living Colors is a great one. Boss, did you just say Boy Meets World?
Boy Meets World.
Do you know how many times they've actually rebooted that?
They have rebooted that quite a bit.
But I want it with the original cast.
Inez, you're missing out. It's an excellent show. You missing out, sis. You need to watch it.
Ooh, J.R. Psalm said Rock. Kira said Living Single.
What's Rock?
That would be dope.
That would be
Yo, Bree, what you got? What you got, Bree? Charles said In Living Color.
I think I want to see Girlfriends just because of the way that it ended. Like, we didn't get a proper ending. Like, I still need closure from that. So yeah, Girlfriends, half and half. Like, at least a movie, something.
Listen,
but yeah, those are mine too.
I love all of your choices. They were really, really good. Chat, beautiful, all your choices. My choice is really the only choice here that really matters, and that is A Different World. What are we talking about?
Oh my gosh, yes, but
yeah.
But didn't it have like a slight? Well, I wouldn't say reboot. You're right. It just
they didn't have a reboot. No.
Yeah, it just changed a lot.
Yeah.
It changed a lot.
So, Different World is definitely what it is.
That's a good one.
Whitley up in this zone.
Probably my favorite show. Might be my favorite show of all time, maybe, possibly.
I can see that.
So Different World is definitely what we're talking about for sure. See, that was a real short joint. Let's jump into this BrvndonP joint.
Awesome.
Told y'all it was gonna be short.
That's how we like it. Pause.
No, I'm laughing at Goss's comment.
All right, here we go.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I had people in my career tell me, yo, you should stick to just playing drums. You should stick to just producing.
Yeah.
You should leave the rapping to people from New York or people who got bars or something like that. And I'm like, what? I literally had people tell me, take your songs off the internet.
What?
It's a disgrace to hip hop.
Wow.
Now this is somebody who I look up to as far as like musicality wise, like talent wise or something like that. Like, yo, you're a major influence in me. You're telling me that I should take my music off because you don't rock with it? That don't really make sense.
The Black Knight.
Well, what y'all think about your man BrvndonP being told that piece of information right there? He should stick to production.
I don't listen to too much BrvndonP, but when I did, it wasn't bad. It wasn't like terrible. Like, yo, you should never rap again.
Yeah, it's not that. It's not that bad.
I don't know why they would tell him that. But you know what I'm saying? Like, that's wild for them to tell him all that crazy stuff. But like I said, I don't listen to too much of his stuff. I know he does a lot of deep things like that, but from the stuff that I've heard him rap, it wasn't like horrible. So I don't know why anybody would tell him that.
Yeah. I listened to his early stuff, but nothing like the recent stuff. I wasn't really like, it was all right. But yeah, I don't think it's that extreme at all. I think he's definitely better than a lot of other rappers out there. So
that's a fact. That's a fact.
Yeah. Yep. Tasha said Grownish is a different world, unofficial legacy. I actually think All American might hit that a little bit better than even Grownish. Tosh, just boom. All right, so back to this BrvndonP. Come on. I mean, this is listen, BrvndonP is a fire producer, right? And BrvndonP is actually one of those artists I feel like that's got versatility out the wazoots. He can do a little bit of everything. And to me, everything he does is fairly good and fairly quality. It doesn't mean, I'm not saying it's the best of the best, but I never listened to him do anything and was like, oh, that's just horrible.
Yeah.
I've never thought about that ever.
Right. Never.
There's people, of course, that can wrap circles around BrvndonP, but if you give me BrvndonP or Mission for rapping, I'm going to choose Mission, right? But BrvndonP has got skills out the wazoots, and he's so versatile. Like I'm very much so the kind of person to tell a person to stick to one thing. I'm that guy. Hey, why don't you just sharpen that craft over there? You don't need to be doing that, and that too. Focus. Mm-hmm. But then there are people like BrvndonP.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Which everybody ain't. But there are people like him who I feel like can theoretically do it all. I'm not saying he could do it all the best of the best, but he can do it all with quality. I would feel like. I mean, he even released a gospel album recently as well. So just a heads up on that.
That's the one I didn't really like that much, actually, but
okay. I
like his older stuff. And wasn't he Lecrae's drummer for a long time?
Or Andy.
I think it was Andy's for a while.
Maybe it was Andy's. Yeah. I think it was somebody's drummer for a long time.
Okay, looks like I'm back. Appreciate it. Yeah, I was frozen with my mouth open for a minute. It's better than being frozen with a chicken wing in my mouth, which is really what I want right now. I got a plate full of chicken wings right here that y'all probably see me sneak all night because I really, really want them. But it looks like I'm back now. I really think he mentioned New York, right? And I'm speculating, total speculation here, but I kind of feel like I'm frozen again. It's crazy. I kind of feel like it was Andy Mineo that might have been the one to say some of this stuff. There was a hard New York joint. I know he used to drum for Andy for a minute. Could it have been Andy that said this?
I was when he was talking, I was like, it's either Lecrae, but I forgot that he was with Andy. So I mean, it may have been. I wouldn't be surprised.
That's crazy if that was him.
But I don't think that's the thing,
it's not shocking though.
Because I don't think them dudes is that nice. Like, that's why I be tripping when I be hearing people say it's like, let's say he told him, like, let Lecrae tell me stop rapping, you should just sit there preaching. Like, I don't care, because I don't revere you as that good to tell me to stop rapping. You feel me? So like, I think when somebody you like tells you stop rapping, then that may be different. But like, if somebody that you don't even care about for real, as far as like respect what they do, well, not respect, because I definitely respect what Lecrae does, but I'm not like in awe or amazed by it. So I'd be like, nah, I just sold this many records. I'm doing shows. Like, yo, somebody likes this. I'm gonna keep doing it. So I think we can't have so much weight on what one person says about our music. You know what I'm saying? Like Master P was like, a lot of people didn't like his music, and he was on tour with somebody, and there was somebody in the front row who liked what Master P was doing, and like he was like, there's probably 30, like what do you say? There's like 100 people in each state I go to out of the 10,000 that were doing arenas that like what I did, and that's how I just kept going because I knew somebody liked my music.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So I care less what people say about my music.
Yeah,
because I'm fine regardless what y'all think.
I think I agree with that.
I knew you were going to say that.
I think Master P is actually a very good example there. Y'all let me know if I freeze up anymore because I've actually now switched to another network in my house, and I think I just froze up again. Yeah, but anyway, that's crazy. I don't know what's going on, but y'all can hear me clearly.
You're good on my end. No, I mean, you're working.
Yeah, you're not frozen on my end.
Yeah, you're not frozen on our end, but on the YouTube, you were frozen.
Yeah, I'm glancing at the YouTube too. So anyway, but yeah, so Master P is one. I mean, and shout out to Master P. I've got nothing but a lot of respect for Percy Miller and all that he's accomplished and done. But as an East Coast head, I just didn't want to hear those South sounds starting to take over. I didn't want to hear that as an East Coast head. So I know I was one that initially hated on Percy Miller and No Limit and everybody as well. So. But no, you can't listen to them cats. You can't listen to cats like, me and whoever else was not hating on that. You wouldn't be where he is today.
100%.
Tasha, she's gonna call me bro. Elza for the rest of the night. I don't know what's going on with my network here, and it's going to frustrate me a little bit.
Let it go.
So I want
Right.
to. She's saying Frozen basically, but yeah.
From Frozen, let it go.
Yeah, but
that's the song from Frozen.
Yes.
Cold never bothered me anyway.
Okay. So that is what it is. Yeah, now Brandon P, keep rocking, doing what you're doing. Like I said, everybody can't do it.
Unless you suck, you should stop.
Which he doesn't. You know what I mean? And don't get me wrong, if 3 or 4 or 5 people are coming to you telling you that you might need to switch it up or something like that, that's one thing. But one person, I don't care who they are. Keep it moving.
You suck, but like mad people like you.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. So let's talk about your man. What happened?
Nothing. Go ahead.
What, me being frozen again? I am frozen again. I don't know what's going on. But Michael B. Jordan and your girl Lori Harvey is no longer a thing.
That's so sad.
And this was the news of the week, pretty much. He had bought her some stuff. I want to say he had bought her some land or something like that too, or something.
No, he didn't. He bought her some land.
Land, a house, something.
Bro, he bought her all kind of stuff.
Yeah, and she,
stock options. He bought her some land.
They say that he was ready to settle down, and
she wanted to be a city girl.
Was not.
Lori, indeed, as God said, is for the streets. I think
she's for the streets.
I think Lori she's very young still, and I think that she's just not ready to settle down, which is, understandable given her age and given her history. Okay, she's been with a lot of different type of dudes.
Yeah,
different.
And very different. Like she said, they were Diddy, Future.
Yeah. At the end of the day, she is young. I think that's what it is. At the end of the day, she's young. I get it.
And
but
I
still think she's for the streets, though.
Nah, but bruh, she fumbled the bag, bro. She gonna look back at this and realize how big of a bag she fumbled with this joint, because at the end of the day, city girls gotta come back to their house. You know what I'm saying? They're not sleeping in the streets. They gotta come home sometime. You feel me? And when she come home, she gonna want a dude like Michael B to be there. But because she's so for the streets, she's gonna be all used up. You know what I'm saying? So she's not thinking about long term. She's thinking about right now, whatnot. You feel me? But even if it wasn't necessarily I don't want to get married, they ain't necessarily have to break up for real. They could have just took things a slow step back. Took things a little slower.
He probably couldn't do it. He probably couldn't do that.
He probably could. But and then I never the bros is hurting, we hurting for Michael. You feel me? I ain't never seen bros this broke up about Mike. Whoa, what?
That's so funny.
Bro, did you see that man at the Golden State Warriors game?
He looked so
he was hurt.
Yeah. I know that hurt. I know what that looks like. But that man is hurt.
I was talking to some ladies, some friends of mine, and they were like, they felt like it was a PR stunt initially, because he's known for dating women who are not Black. So they was thinking that maybe that PR stunt was to link them together, but he ended up falling for her. And so at this point, it's like he's so deep in, and she's just like, I'm out here living my best life. It's just so sad, because I'm like, when I first saw them together, I was like, it was hard to believe. And then I was like, I feel like Lori is just not there. I feel like he's more mature than she is.
How old is Lori?
She's 25. 25.
25. Yep.
There's a 10-year difference. He's 35, I guess, and she's 25.
That's a huge difference, especially in 2022 as a 25-year-old.
Yeah.
They definitely on some I'm trying to do me type thing. So
you think so?
Maybe
I just know too many church girl 25-year-olds.
You do. You do.
Yeah, that's probably what it is.
You know too many.
Probably what it is.
Most 25-year-olds is like, I'm out here doing me, and I'm a date who I want to date and do what I want to do.
I don't know those kind of girls.
But y'all know what? Michael B. Jordan is gonna be all right.
Oh yeah, I'm sure he will. Eventually.
Nah. Hold on. We're not gonna play that narrative just because you can get mad girls. Don't mean you're gonna be all right. When you find that one that you want, who cares if you can get 10,000 girls? It's like, bruh, like that's why he's so hurt. Like, I mean, yes, at the end of the day, they both gonna be all right. Like, cause that's what you do. You heal, you get better. Time heals everything. You feel me? But like, we can't say it from the perspective of, oh, he got millions of girls that want him. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can relate to my man Michael B. You feel me? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it don't matter how many girls want us. You feel me? Like, it's all about that one that we want. You feel me? So like, we're not gonna downplay. Like, this ain't a big deal. You know what I'm saying?
I hear you. I understand.
Nah, I'm talking quote. Quote. Quote sound like a hater right now.
Yeah.
What I said. Everything.
I love how you put yourself on the same level as Michael B.
What's the difference?
We're gonna start with wallet. And then we'll move.
You know how much money I got?
You ain't got that money.
You ain't got Michael B. Jordan money. That's for sure.
You don't know how much money I got. You don't know what I got.
That's a fact. I don't
see a difference. Like, listen, me and Mike can pull the same kind of girls. Like, I don't think there's no difference. Like, what you mean? What you saying out here?
Now you really you feeling yourself right now.
Yo, me and Quote had this conversation earlier on in the season.
Like, I'm about to block you.
Like,
you sound
Johnson, don't be calling me else out here.
I understand. No. I understand your confidence, and I'm giving you props for being confident. But it can borderline cockiness, like.
Oh,
I said it can borderline.
Hold on then. So if Michael B. Jordan were saying the things that I'm saying, it's not cocky, right?
No, it's still cocky to me. I mean, I don't.
But you're less offended by his cockiness than mine.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying.
Oh, okay.
I'm saying it can come off like that. I'm not saying that's your intent. I'm just saying, like, if imagine single women hearing what you're saying. You know what I'm saying?
They hear it every day.
I don't think it sounds good coming out of your mouth. Is what I'm saying. I would highly recommend you not say that regularly. You know what I'm saying?
What though? Say what?
All the single women in the chat are saying it sounds cocky. I'm just.
Say what? What do I say? Wait, hold on a second. Is this me doing too much? Because I don't want to do that either. Remember we talked about that? All right, I'm gonna chill then.
That's all.
I'm gonna chill. Go ahead, next topic.
So,
Amen. This is progress. I'm proud of you.
Yeah. How about it? Y'all know I'm so distracted by freezing up. But anyway, let's keep the party going, y'all. Your man Bryson Gray does this.
Who is Bryson Gray?
An attention seeker.
God soldier. Let's get it. Real Christ gang, I don't recognize no pride, man. Revelation 21, hey, you thought he lied, huh? What happened inside to make them more? They all fried, huh? Like him disrespecting y'all like he won't slide, huh? I'm just trying to make it in them heaven gates. Repent and turn from sin, I'll be reprobate. Proud of daily sin, but don't celebrate. If you don't become new, then only hella ways. Trade that pride flag for a bottle, you can swap that. Calvin Klein got trannies in they ass, I can't rock that. Netflix puts gays in every show, I can't watch that. Don't compare me to these Christian rappers, cause I'm not that.
Can we stop this? This dude sucks.
Hold on. Let me just say this. His bars went up. I mean, they got better because
it's about halfway through.
From 0.5 to 1.
Period. I mean,
that's
hey,
about it.
That's way better than I've ever heard him sound.
So that was Bryson.
That's that MAGA rapper.
Which ain't he one of the MAGA rappers?
I think so. Well,
We all about to get raptured again.
Yeah, Trisha just got raptured.
I felt like we was all about to get raptured.
Caught up to meet him. Caught up. Listen. So I mean, what y'all really think about this dude, though? I mean, he just
I don't know. He sucks, though.
I am not a fan. He's a MAGA rapper.
Mm-hmm.
He's a MAGA rapper.
But I thought the MAGA rapper dude name was Brvndon. Is there more than one?
Oh, there's more of them.
No, he's the one. Bryson Gray. He is the one.
He's the Let's Go Brvndon one?
No, Let's Go Brvndon was. Wait a minute.
That's what he was a MAGA rapper too.
Who was Let's Go Brvndon?
Chat, help us out. Let's Go Brvndon. It was the code they were using for F. Joe Biden. I know somebody. I'm waiting for Tasha to help us out because I believe Tasha knows, because she normally knows things like this. Either Tasha or Charles. He's the hip hop Candace Owens, Charles said.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Yeah, that's him. Let's go. Okay, thank you, Junon. He is Let's Go Brvndon. Okay, that's what I thought. Okay, cool.
I didn't know. I didn't know that was his name.
Wanted to make sure I had that right.
He had to change his name because I don't know, but either way, when Ruslan interviewed him, it was definitely excruciating. Yes, it was hard to watch because he was so off, just biblically, and then Ruslan kept you're right. He was extremely patient because ain't no way I wouldn't have been able to do it the way he did it. I would have banged on him. I would have hung up. I would have been like, okay, it's right. But yeah, no, he's off, and all he was talking about was Trump. I feel like he just capitalized on the white Trump supporters, and because he was on the iTunes charts or some charts.
That's right. He did. He charted because all the conservatives were listening to his music or something like that.
It's trash. Y'all playing. Get out of here. It's crazy.
Okay.
But I also think him burning the flag, because I was reading the comments on that the cruise post, and it's like, what is the point, sir? How is you burning the flag? How is that helping anybody want to know who Jesus is? I'm just trying to understand.
How is that leading cats to Christ?
Yeah, it's like,
I don't even think that was his goal. It didn't sound.
Of course not. Of course not.
I don't think it was either.
It didn't sound like it.
Yeah, his goal was probably to go viral. You know what I mean? Which theoretically he probably did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're right. I don't know. You're right. We should be praying for him.
Who said that?
And Kim, I hope I'm saying your name.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah. That was interesting. Bars wise, like I said, not too hot. As far as what he did, I just don't. Yeah, I don't know how openly offending. Only the goodness of God leads those to repentance, right? And I don't know that is going to do it. Now, if he just wants to say, well, he's just making a stance, and I don't know. I don't. The way people view things nowadays is kind of weird to me when it comes to their desire to, I guess, call out things, but yet not be gracious or be in love or whatever the case may be. And I think I heard somebody say this recently. Well, they said, hey, look, the measure of grace in which you get is the measure of grace that'll be given back to you, right? So therefore, I mean, if you want to call out and be on cats' necks like that, that's fine. Just realize that same measure is coming back to you. You better have all your ducks in a row.
Yeah.
You've got a choice. You can make a choice. You can lead with grace, or you can lead the way you lead with offense. I believe you actually have the option to do both, right?
Indeed.
Who was it that was preaching this? Somebody was preaching this. They were like, you know, they were like saying, like, man, and they call me, quote, I'm going to find out who this is so that I can actually give them credit for this. But they were basically saying the woman, when they were going to stone the woman who was sleeping around, right?
Mm-hmm.
When they were going to stone her, based off the law, they had every right to stone her,
mm-hmm.
right? But of course, Jesus says, you know, yet ye, you know, who is without sin cast the first stone.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, thinking about their own situations, they drop their stones, go away. Jesus, where are your accusers? You know, go and sin no more, yada, yada, yada. They had the right to stone her.
Mm-hmm.
But but it's almost like Jesus gives a choice. Like, you can live by the law, but then you're going to have that same standard for your life. Or you can more so lead in grace, and that grace will be measured unto you as well. So I'll definitely quote that person correctly shortly here. But yeah, that's kind of what I see from that. I mean, you know, we definitely it's just, I don't know. I don't understand the desire to lead with offense. That's not my bag.
Yeah, I agree. It's off, and it doesn't, it's not helpful. Yeah.
Anybody else? Go ahead. You were saying, Trish, go ahead.
No. I was just quoting Charles. Charles, it's time to move on. We've been here too long. I was like, yeah, indeed. Indeed.
Yeah. I hear you. So on to the next. I was trying to figure out who it was who actually had said that I was actually quoting, and it's creates to inspire is his tag on Instagram, but I can't think of what his actual name is. Eric Humphrey. There we go. He's another YouTuber as well. He's really good, really solid dude. I kind of like him. So definitely check him out if you guys get a chance to. But on to the next. This is an interesting topic that I thought that Goss brought up late last week, I believe. And the question was, did our parents prepare us for adulthood?
Heck no. But it's not their fault, though. It's not their fault, though.
Go ahead, Goss.
They didn't, but it's not their fault. They only prepared us the way that their parents prepared them and the way that their parents prepared them, because the world wasn't as drastic of a change as it is now. So when we say prepare us for adulthood, we could be talking about like they probably told us to go to college and get an education and do this, and this is how you whatever. But they prepared us for a world that nobody actually lives in anymore. So, like I said, they didn't prepare us, but it's not their fault. So we're grown-ups and realizing we don't have to do half the stuff that they said to do to be successful. And now we're creating our own lanes. So now when we have, well, you guys got kids, other than Brina. But now I'm interested to see how, you know, Quote and Trisha raise y'all's kids. How do you do that based on what the world is looking like? Or do you do it based on traditions that you guys were taught? That's my question. But I would say they didn't, but it's definitely not their fault why they didn't prepare us for the world.
So Goss says they didn't, but it's definitely not their fault. Trish, what you got?
I agree to an extent. I do feel like they have to own up to some things, because I could say the same thing, right? Like, I raised my children based off of how I was raised. And I don't, though, because I know better. But that's also because of the way I was raised and a lot of the deficiencies that I had growing up, I was very motivated to seek out information and, educate myself on how not to do the things that my father did raising me, right? So I do think to an extent that my father was like that, because the way he was raised. I mean, my grandmother raised him really well, but his father wasn't really in his life like that. So I think part of that, he was like, I want to make sure that I provide for my kids. I'm, give them a stable situation. Like, he was very adamant about that stuff. And like part of course, because that's my father, that's my foundation. We typically like do grab the good parts of our parents, right? The good things that they taught us, the things that there are certain things that, you know, it's going to stick with us. But in terms of like learning how to have emotional intelligence, that that was not anything that was talked about in my home. Like we were not, you know, my father just didn't know how to be emotionally intelligent. So those are things I think because he wasn't, I was more so. I was very vocal about how I felt. I was very vocal about, you know, my emotions and stuff like that. So I'm very intentional about that with my kids, you know, like making sure that they can express to me how they're feeling, or if they're something that they're, you know, going through, or they know they did something wrong. Like I want them to be able to come to me freely and not feel like, oh, I can't tell my mom. I can't tell, and I know they're not gonna tell me everything. What you laughing at?
Charles Brown is getting on me again.
Oh, well, you was frozen again.
Yeah,
hilarious.
He said, now I'm trying to think of how the verse goes, but the hat sits up, the band kicks in. Now it's time for podcast to begin. Sometimes I freeze, but you all know I run this show. I am quote.
Wow.
Yeah, so that happened.
Just knew the dude wrote a whole song.
Gonna get this clip later on.
Charles wrote a whole song.
I am weak.
He wrote a whole song. He wrote 5 bars.
We're gonna have an MP3 later tonight.
This will be a reel. That will be a reel.
Right.
The question is, will I be frozen in the process?
Yeah, how you know that?
Elsa's feature in the joint as well. But anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway. Yeah.
I don't raise my children the way that I was raised. I'm very intentional about, you know, their mental health and, you know, their emotions and all that stuff. And yeah, just different.
Very much so.
What say you, Bree?
Well, I actually just had this conversation recently with some friends, and we were talking about this, and it's like mainly, it's like, you know, our parents raised us with like good values. They taught us how to be, you know, good people, especially like if you raised in church. They teach you about the Lord, but it's like the one thing that we all said was lacking was like, you know, the lessons on stewardship and financial literacy. Like a lot of people were saying like, okay, that boat was missed. So I think this generation of parents will have better tools to teach their children those things so that they won't have to like learn those things as adults. But yeah, it's like, you know, I think our parents did the best that they could with the information that they had. And so it's like each generation is going to improve over the next because of that. But yeah,
I don't know, guys. I'm of the opinion. I mean, and we all know this. I mean, there's just not a manual for this stuff, right? And not only is there not a manual with this stuff, but then each kid responds to different things, right?
Sure. That's true.
Yeah. So, I mean, I'm just, as long as cats is out here trying to do their best, you know, that's all I got. As far as my parents raising me, I probably am a little flawed in my thinking and the fact that I think my parents did a wonderful job, not only in their skill sets, but I think mainly in their skill sets. Right? I'm not saying that I'm a wonderful person. I'm saying that my parents did a wonderful job, I believe, for me and my brother. And so, so that's that. Now, the other side of that, or where that actually is different in me raising my kids, or me, it really affects my marriage more so, I believe. So my wife was more of a single parent mom running around doing her thing. And me, I came from a 2-parent home, yada, yada, yada. So I think that the way I was raised is just the it way. And it's hard to get me to change my focus. Where, of course, my wife, she is ultimately trying to do the total opposite of what her mother did. And she's got the education that I don't have in certain areas as well. So she's trying to do the educational thing as well. So yeah, we blend it together the best we can, but we don't always see eye to eye on it, whatever. Some of it being because I think my parents were so great, and so therefore I just try to do what they did. You can't. There's no way you can prepare kids for this world, but the best that you can, I believe. Just do what you best can. Every kid's going to respond different and do different. And I think, I always say, Adam and Eve had the perfect parent. Did they not?
They did.
They did.
And we saw how that went. we saw how that went down. You know what I mean? That might not be all, theology wise, that might need to be extremely on point, but that's just what it is. So
Inez had asked, like, what are some ways that you didn't feel prepared? And I would say for me, I think it's like just how to deal with money. First of all, money. Even though my father's
I was about to say.
I would say money.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the big one.
He's good with money, but he never taught me how to manage it. So it's like, I'd be like, I struggled until adulthood. When I got married is when I started like realizing like, oh snap, like my habits are terrible. Like we got to fix this. Like, what am I going to do?
I'm a spender till this day, to be honest.
I'm naturally a spender too. My husband is not. He's, opposite of me, but which is great. This is great. But yeah, I just wish he would have been more intentional about teaching me how to do that.
Yeah, I think my parents, that's the one thing I could say, like I said, money. And some of that I would say my parents, some of it I'd say Black culture, right? Yeah. As we've come out of ways and learned things, and a lot of first to go to college, first to graduate college, first to do this, own a house, yada, yada. You just see all these generational things that's happened a lot of times for a lot of Black people within the last probably, 60 years or 80 years, whatever the case may be. So therefore, I know one thing I would say is my parents kind of hid information on money. They hid it. If they were doing the bills and we walked in the room, they would kick us out pretty much, you know what I mean? Wow. Or whatever the case may be. Mm. So naturally, I initially hid money. That's what my brain. I saw them hide money discussions and stuff. So I was like, okay, well, I'll just hide money stuff or whatever, whatever the case may be. You know what I mean? And so that's that's definitely can be a little problematic there as well.
I would say relationally, probably as far as relationships. So my parents got divorced. They kind of blindsided me. Cause like I'd never seen them like really like go crazy on each other and like fight and stuff like that. So it was like I feel like they put on a lot of fronts, so they wouldn't do stuff in front of the kids. So I think sometimes you gotta argue in front of your kids. So like this is what relationships are like. You know what I'm saying? Like this is real life. It's not always peaches and cream. Yeah. So I think that relationally probably stuff for me was more important than anything.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I'd say the same for me as well. My father was married 4 times, so I was like, what does a healthy marriage look like? I don't even know what that is. I wasn't raised by my mom, so what does a mother-daughter relationship look like? I have 2 daughters. Like there's so many things that I didn't have that I'm just like, I had to figure it out on my own. And that's what made it harder, I think, just growing up or being an adult. It's like I knew I wanted to be married, but I was like, I'm not getting married until I know I have some kind of like understanding of how to raise a child and how to be a wife and how to be a mother. Like, so I sought it out. I was like, I'm going to be around some mothers, some godly women who can teach me. Because I can't do this blindly. Can't do it.
Inez asked a question in the chat. Goss, do you feel like their divorce impacted how you relate to women?
That's a deep question.
It's a real deep question. Mm-hmm. I think in a positive way, yes. Not a negative way.
Why positive?
Because one thing I always saw my dad do was revere my mother, right? Like he never laid hands on her. He never like disrespected her. He was always the one trying to work stuff out and like whatever. So I think when they got divorced, I already had a mindset of how to treat a woman based off how I saw my dad treat a woman, right? So I would say that carried over and that never changed. So that was a positive thing about it, rather than could be a negative and be like, oh, women ain't, whatever, because that seemed like, you know what I'm saying? So I think like how he treated her after the divorce and before the divorce, like it was still consistent. Like he wasn't blaming her for stuff. He wasn't like he just took it like, yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? So now I know everything wasn't his fault. You feel me? Like I'm old enough to know that. But as the man, I feel like sometimes you got to take responsibility of stuff that's not even your fault because you're the man. That's what happens. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I would say positively, and that's why I have that perception, and I feel like that's how I'm gonna do in my family if I ever get one, to where there are gonna be some responsibilities that I'm just gonna have to eat, me being the man and the head of the household.
Yeah. That's
real. Yeah. No, I mean, like I said, all I can say is parents do their best. And they, hopefully they try their best to do, what they can to teach you their mistakes and yada, yada. But I mean, that's all we could do at the end of the day, love our kids and do the best. I noticed one thing that I do with school is my parents were on me real hard with school. They were on me really hard with school. And then it just comes, some of this is my personality type as well. So when I did go off to college, nobody was there to be on me. And I flunked right out. Because, you know what I mean? So my son, I let him, until he shows me bad grades, like really bad grades, like until he shows me D's and F's, I let him run his own school situation. So that my thought process is so that when he goes off to college, he's already used to managing his own studies and his own school situation. So it's the opposite of what I did. Will that work? Who knows? We tried. Trial and error like a mug.
Inez, I tell my children the same thing. Like, we never like stress college to them because we know too many people who didn't finish college or didn't go and are, make good money. You know what I mean? So especially with the way the internet is and, media and all that stuff, like my children are really into that stuff. My son is an animator and he likes to code and all those things. So he wants to be a movie director. So he's very focused. So I encourage them like, hey, you don't have to go, but here are some benefits of going and here are some benefits of not. So
when you say you've seen them be successful, you mean more so as entrepreneurs or more so in the arts? Or,
yeah. Because I think they naturally, they naturally are just like entrepreneurial, maybe because of, and artistic because of me and Daryl.
Yeah.
So, I think that's just what they're going to gravitate to anyway.
Because my wife has so many degrees, she got a bunch of degrees. So because of that, we push education in this house, right? And because as a man, I've always been entrepreneurial as well, but I ain't always hit. There's a lot of things I didn't hit on. Let's be honest. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of stuff that I just did not hit. It didn't hit for me. I wasn't able to gain constant good fruit from, right? And so as a man with no degree, sales has been my solution. I'm a talker. I'm a salesman. And so through bonuses and commissions of sorts, I can compare, I can match what my wife does with all her degrees. So I always tell somebody at this point in my life, and I didn't always believe this way, but please, I will say to my children, at least get your bachelor's, because there are a lot of jobs that won't let you in the door without it.
Indeed, yeah.
So I'll tell my son that, unless he seems to really go in a different direction as far as artsy, entrepreneurial, whatever. And then I'll probably still say, get your degree. I know his mother's going to push the same thing.
Yeah.
But as a man, I know I was capped because I did not have my degree and all of my entrepreneurial exploits did not work out.
Yeah.
Had it not been for my gift of gab and salesmanship, it wouldn't be a good look.
Yeah.
I think my network got me through life.
Your network, yeah.
Yeah, like I mean, college is where
Charles,
I built my
she is.
College is where I built my network, and then after that, just meeting different people and being on the scene and whatever, blah blah blah. Like that got me jobs I have now. It's just knowing people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Not necessarily my degree, but yeah.
Yeah, I know. It's Goss finished school. Yeah.
Got that piece of paper, Virginia State University. VSU.
Yeah. So that's what it is. We do our best.
Yeah.
We do what we can with our kids. Your parents most likely did what they best to do what they could. And like I said, I believe, like I said, Adam and Eve, I go back to that analogy theoretically. It's just, that's what it is. We, at the end of the day, it's up to you to live this life and not make excuses and do what you can. You know what I mean? There's excuses out the wazoo, especially for us Black folk. I mean, there are literally systems that have tried to hold us down. You know what I mean? We've got excuses out the wazoo, but at the end of the day, we've got to do what we can to excel. And I believe we do that as a people, in spite of the things that have tried to hold us down. So that's what it is. That was that. That was a good topic, Goss. Appreciate you on that one. Last topic of the night.
There's more?
We always got to throw a relationship situation in there, even more so. And I was telling the ladies, and I would say this to Goss as well, we try to keep it balanced. We like the relationship stuff, but we don't want to always be, women this, women that, women this, do this, Black women this, Black women that, do this, whatever the case may be. We want to have it, balanced. So, like last week, we were big on the guys, right? Like guys need to up their grill skills, or guys might want to have these bodies for these hoochie daddy shorts. You know what I mean? Whatever the case may be, we want to just make sure that we are, the beauty of the Tastemakers is we got two guys, we got two gals. We get to talk about these relationship issues in a way that a lot of other shows can't, because we have different sides: married woman, married man, single woman. We have these different sides covered. With that being said, saw this actually online and kind of wanted to talk about this and see overall what people's thoughts were. We'll try to stop maybe after every point and just kind of discuss what she's saying here.
Okay, so ladies, here go a few tips on how to respond to common things men say to us. If he say, "Where you at?" text back, "Where you want me to be." It shows you can be submissive. Now, if he texts you, "What do you want?"
If he texts, "Where you at?" text back, "Where you want me to be." What y'all think? Bring us to all fours if you wouldn't mind, Bree.
I mean, it's context. Like, what's the context of that? Like I'm saying, like this. I'd just be like, what's that?
So you said, what's the context? I mean, context. Make up a context. We just talking. You know what I mean?
That's a terrible response then. Like if I'm texting this girl who I'm trying to coach about what's the face? About, trying to talk to this dude who I'm training, and I ask her where she at, and she's like, "Where you want me to be?" Why are you talking to me like this? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, I guess it's a matter of if you take that as having an attitude right off. I don't know that I didn't naturally take it as an attitude question.
I'm not saying attitude. I'm just saying, why are you talking to me like that? Like not in the attitude, but just like, yo, I'm not your man. Like, why are you talking like, wait, what do you want me to be, Corey?
Well, I think we're talking relationships here.
Yeah, she's talking about.
Yeah. That's why I said context. That's why I said context.
Okay, so she's talking about, and she will be talking about throughout this in the confines of a relationship.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I guess that's fine if that's the nature of the relationship.
So I was cool with her response. I only got one issue with her response myself, and that's that you didn't answer my question. That's it. Outside of that, I was cool with your response, but you didn't answer my question. You know what I mean? Ladies, your thoughts?
I ain't finna do it. I'm gonna actually respond with where I am. Like, I'm gonna give you my location. Okay. Is there somewhere else you need me to be? But no, I'm not. I mean, that's just
Charles.
Yeah.
You don't see Charles' response. Yeah.
Yeah. The response,
oh my goodness.
Right, because in my mind, what she's saying is like, I mean, where you want me to be, boo? Like,
right,
that's right. Yeah.
But I like, even as a married woman, I'm like, if my husband like, where you at? I'm like, oh, I'm at the crib, or I'm at wherever I'm at. You know what I'm saying? And Daryl just said, he has location sharing, so he doesn't have to ask. Which is fine.
Listen.
Sometimes he might not know exactly.
Anytime my wife asks me where I'm at, I'll be like, find your friends. Like we all got to find your friends. Like, you can always see where I'm at.
I know.
What are
My
we
husband
talking
says
about
the same
here?
thing. He says the same thing. He's like, babe, did you check the map? I'd be like, oh, my bad.
It's like, you know where I am 24/7. What are we talking about here? So anyway, that was her first point. Yeah, ultimately answer the question. From a flirtatious standpoint, I might enjoy the banter. Where you want me to be? I might enjoy that a little bit. I'm a guy. I might enjoy, let me clarify. I'm a Leo. I might enjoy that a little banter a little bit. But yeah, what she got to say next?
I don't like that.
To eat, text back, whatever you get is fine. It shows you're appreciative. And not only that, he can determine what he can afford. If he's
pause.
Absolutely not.
So she said if he asked her what she want to eat, the response back can be whatever you want. Whatever you want to get me? Is that what she said?
Yes.
Okay.
Whatever you want is fine. No, absolutely not. First of all, I am a foodie, and you're gonna give me what I want, not what you think is fine. Like, if you're asking me what do I want, that means you're asking me what I want. So I'm gonna tell you. Like, what is we talking about? First of all, this cold situation, like, girl, you about to get a woman caught all the way up and get banged on, because men don't like that run around talking in cold foolishness. No,
I agree wholeheartedly on this one. Like, at the end of the day, which it's kind of funny though, because this is actually my wife. My wife is, hey, grab me something.
Okay.
And because I am so not grab me something, I'm like, no, y'all went there. Like, I mean, I appreciate you thought about me, but send me a text to let me know, and I'll tell you what I want from there.
Yeah.
Because I'm so like that.
Yeah.
Even when my wife is like, grab me something, I'm like, what you want?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, because I don't want nobody picking out my food for me necessarily, though I am glad you thought about me. And if my wife shows up with food and she has just brought something, I'm normally, I mean, 90, come on now. I am eating that. And 95% of the time, I ain't going to say nothing about it. But I have, in the course of our relationship, I can think about 5% of the time where I was like, oh, babe, you went there? I would have wanted that. I wish you would have hit me. You know what I mean? Whatever case may be. I say you can't say that much, but about 5% of the time I've done that. You know what I mean? So, but no, please. What's that?
Charles is triggered, and he's like, y'all never know what you want.
But you always know what you don't want.
Listen, I always know what I want. If my husband is like, I'm at such and such, what you want? I'm be like, give me the situation. Make sure it don't have no salt on it. Make sure it ain't got no cheese. Like, I know exactly what I want. Period. So,
yeah, I'd be like, yo, text me. Don't even tell me what you want. Text me what you want. That way, ain't no remembering, ain't no blame game.
Ain't no guessing. Exactly.
I picked up the phone and was like, can I get a boom? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying. Hey, single folk, what y'all think?
I don't know. Food's not that important to me. So it really don't matter to me. If she says what she just said, then it's like, yeah, all right, I'm gonna bring you something. Like, I've never had girls that picky with food. They're just like, all right, cool. You brought me something. That's what's up. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just thinking, placing an order like was never an issue. It was always like deciding on a restaurant, like, because sometimes I can be indecisive. Like, I don't know. Like, if you suggest a place, then maybe I'll try to figure out like what I want. But yeah, I'm not gonna let him pick for me like every single time. Like, that's just nah.
Charles,
that ain't gonna work.
Charles is triggered, y'all.
He
really is.
He said that as a man who never had to deal with his wife eating off his plate after she clearly stated she didn't want anything. Listen, that is not something that me and my wife do. I don't naturally ask her to eat off of nothing for hers, and she don't ask me to eat off of mine. I apologize that you have to deal with that, Goss. I mean, Brown. I'm messing with you. I'm messing with you. But yeah, no. We don't got that problem. I ordered what I ordered. You ordered what you ordered. We good.
Yeah. I don't typically eat off my husband's food, and he don't never eat off my thing. I am a foodie. If I got my food, it's my food. Now I will share, but it's
mine.
It's mine.
That's funny.
And my children, my daughter specifically, Brooklyn, she always want what I want because she a foodie like me. So she be like, "Mommy, can I have some?" No, before you can even act, no, it's mine. Charles said, "I'm traumatized."
Yeah. No. Charles is. I think because she knows I'm gonna give her my laugh. It's a game to her. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. It's just
you need to communicate that because if it's a problem, I hope you're communicating. Hey, wifey, can we not do this anymore?
Believe me, Charles has communicated this. It's just hilarious because everybody's relationship got their thing, and so this is hilarious to me. You know what I mean? Everybody got their thing. This is funny. All right, what's the next drink she got?
Say he had a long day and he don't want to be bothered. You ask him if it's anything you can do to make it better. Even if he say no, make sure you do something anyway.
All right, Bree. Ladies, what y'all think about this?
I ain't mad at that. I'm not mad at that at all.
Okay.
Yeah, I've done that. So I don't have any problem with this one.
Okay. All right. Listen, when I realized Jill Scott was the baddest thing out is when Jill Scott had that one joint on her second album, that joint Talk to Me, where it started off like an R&B joint, then it moved to like a big band jazz joint.
Yeah, I love that joint.
Mm-hmm. That's what that reminded me of right there. I was like, oh my God, Jill Scott is out here spitting game. You know what I mean? For real. Yeah. Shoot. You say them words, you can get, no, I'm not. You will get anything you want from me. You will get you can have whatever you like. For real. You know what I'm saying?
God.
But anyway.
It's a lot.
My bad. I went too far.
No, you're fine. It's after dark.
It is. It's almost Tastemakers After Dark. Goss, any thoughts on that one?
Nah. Sounds good to me.
Okay. Let's keep the party going.
If he come to you and say, babe, I want to start this business, this is what you do. You go do the homework on that business, get the full blueprint, then bring it back to him and let him know you're ready to help him start it. It shows you're dedicated to wanting better for him.
Ladies?
Yeah.
I'm with it.
Yeah, 100%.
That's me.
So I hear y'all. I've also heard the other side of this where I got a good friend who mentioned this. She be feeling like that's who she is too, but she's done that so much, and necessarily he don't ever pick it up and run with it. So now she be like, "How about you take the first 2 or 3 steps, and then I'll come alongside as well."
I feel that too. Because we could like something one day and then drop it. And then be like, oh, nah, I really don't like it no more. And y'all laid out a whole blueprint. You went to a conference about it and trying to come back with all this stuff. We're like, I don't care about it no more. I can definitely see me doing something like that.
Listen, then let it go and let him make that first move. Because
that's funny.
You're right.
I
mean, you gotta know who that works with and who it doesn't too.
Yeah, so. I think we're talking about husbands here.
Yes.
I think we're talking about husbands. What everybody said.
I'm talking about husband, not no boyfriend. Now, if it's a boyfriend, no, he can go do that
boyfriend.
Himself. Like, no.
Boyfriend.
Yeah.
Yeah, boyfriend, nah, definitely not.
What about fiance? Okay. What about fiance?
Hey, fiance, there's a ring on the finger?
Yeah, if it's a ring on the finger, maybe, yeah, for sure.
I can rock with that. Okay. Let's talk about what's next.
This one is the most common and the most hurtful. If you say, babe, I love you, but I need space, you're either doing too much or not doing enough. Pay attention to what you are and not doing and adjust them based on his reactions to each and every one of them. And he will see that you are willing to do what's necessary to keep him.
Brina. Okay. So, ladies. Actually, before the ladies, Goss. I love you, but I need space.
Nah, I never tell a girl that.
And then her response was what? Listen to him and make changes. Is that what I heard?
Nah, but I'm different though. Like I want to be around my girl 24/7, 365. Like I don't never need space.
You say that now, bro. I remember saying stuff like that. That's cute.
That's cute.
I remember thinking like that. I mean, that's dope. I love it.
That's how I feel.
No, and I want you to feel that way. So that's great. That's awesome.
I mean, some men and women are like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know for me, just because of the type of person that I am, like, I do like my space, like alone. I never used to really like being alone, but now as a mom of, all these children, I have to enjoy my alone time. So I do love spending it with my husband too, though, because we don't really have a lot of alone time. So, but sometimes I do need to be by myself. So I'm sorry. What was what was the question? I
think you hit it pretty much. I mean, she was pretty much like, if he says I love you, but I need space, her response was more so like, you need to really listen to what he's trying to say and almost like make adjustments or something.
Yeah.
Which, depending on what, I think that's an iffy one. Ladies, just be careful that ain't some kind of game. Just be careful on that. But I think his character, hopefully you would have been able to see one way or another, maybe based off his character and maybe based off his past. Like, is that just game? Is that just I need space to do other things? Or is that did something happen?
Yeah.
And maybe he's just overwhelmed right now because something happened. Is he taking a bunch of tests right now and he's got to really focus on that? Is something going on with his career that's really, there's just other things that, consider there.
Right, Charles. Absolutely. Yeah. You don't say I need space to your wife or your husband. It's like, oh, hey, babe, let me, I need some alone. I'll say alone time, or I need to just get out and, but I need space is weird for a married couple.
Yeah, I think alone time is a better word. I noticed I like in my brain, I'm saying I don't need it, but also I know me and I know I don't need it because I've already scheduled it.
Right.
I've already made provisions for it. I'm like, okay, on this day, I know that boom, boom, boom. Like I work 4 10s. So in the middle of the week, I got 2 days in which my wife is at work and my kids are at school. And, that's all the alone time I need because I got those 2 days to focus on other things. So it's just, you got to schedule it in the best way you can.
Yeah.
But if my wife really, and maybe I should do this. Thank you guys. Maybe I should do this, but my wife, she stay busy. She stay doing, nobody works harder than my wife, in my opinion. And, but if she ever said to me, I needed some alone time, I think I would have no real problem picking up the kids and be like, hey kids, let's go. But she don't really express it like that, but maybe I should catch a hint.
You should. You should.
No, just seriously. Take the kids. No, I mean, it's real talk.
She seems like a natural overworker, and
for sure.
I could be like that. So sometimes, like, I need my husband to be like, "Babe, do you want to you want to go out, or you want to have some time to do such and such?" Or somebody has to bring it up to me sometimes. But it in recent moments, it's not as much. Like I'm like I can say to myself, I need the alone time, but. As an overworker, I know that it's hard to get out of that and just, so yeah, you should, please do.
Yeah. It's not a bad idea. I'll try to schedule that in.
Yes.
Make a plan for that.
In a hotel for the weekend. Yes, Charles. Yes. Do it.
Initiated for her, book her a spot in a hotel for the weekend. I don't know if that will work or not. I might have, hey, we'll see. I don't know if that will work or not.
Try it.
Might have to see.
Make it shake.
Was that her last joint, Brie, or did she have something else?
She might have. Let me see. Nope, that was it.
Nope, that was it. That was it. So she had a lot of things to say right there. Some of the stuff we agreed with. Some of the stuff we was like, nah, not really. But I definitely appreciate the conversation. Y'all make sure to like and subscribe to the Tastemakers Pod. Tell a neighbor, tell a friend what it is that we do and what we got going on here. You got the little scissors down there on YouTube now. You guys can actually cut clips from our own joint, post it to your YouTube, post it to your socials to let people know what's going on here at the Tastemakers Pod. Lots of things popping off. Domination 2022, June 24th, Richmond, VA. You know what I mean? Canton Jones, Doe, 1K Few, Portia Love, AI, Saga, and your man Loso. A lot of things popping off there. Who do you think is going to have
performance of the night? Chris, you heard me?
Oh, you talking to me? I thought you said
yes.
Chris. My bad.
No, I said
all right.
Out of all those names, who do you think is going to have performance of the night?
Ooh. Oh Lord, that's a hard one.
I got Doe. I got
Doe. I think Doe might be between Doe and AI in my head.
Right, because I see you haven't seen AI in person.
I have.
Yeah.
Have you? Oh, you have?
I have too.
I have too.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I mean,
I think she switched up her situation. Yeah, recently.
She puts on a show like it's her stage presence is crazy. Like I don't see a lot of women or rappers in general like have that presence and take the stage like that. She just be on another level.
So you got $10 on AI.
Say it again.
You got $10 on AI.
It's between her.
I got 20 on Doe.
I mean, Canton Jones be turning up, but
The question is Canton gonna do? There you go. Charles said it. If Canton does password stuff, Kingdom Business stuff, pre-era, then it might be Canton Jones hands down.
Is this crowd going to react to old school Canton Jones the same way that we did when we were coming up?
Probably not.
That's what I'm saying.
Probably not.
Canton puts on a heck of a show though too. He puts on a heck of a show.
I got $20 on Doe.
I said. Yeah, but Doe, I don't know how. I've never seen Doe live, so I don't know.
Portia might kill it too. Portia might kill it too.
Portia Love, I mean, she's got a decent
Portia
set
turns
too.
up though.
Yeah,
Portia gonna turn up. She
just released a new single that Cats is gonna be coming out too. Well, it releases on Friday, but she gave a little snippet.
Oh, word! Let me find out. Okay.
Yeah. I really AI. Yeah, like I said, AI it's going to be interesting to see. We probably will have AI open the show just because she's so captivating.
She really is.
She's
that's why.
Freaking captivating.
That's why she's going to open.
As opposed to what?
Her being the lesser known artist.
I don't feel like she necessarily is the lesser known artist.
Yeah, I don't.
Out of everybody on that bill.
Saga, people know Saga in one world though. He's not
that world, and they'll come out to see Saga from knowing him in that one world.
I'm not.
Trisha, I'm going to tell you why this. I'm going to tell you why I said that because last year, quote felt the same way about Loso, and Loso and Loso came in and killed it and set it off. Now he was the lesser known artist for sure, so we both agreed that he should go first.
Yeah,
but then he killed it. So like that's what I'm saying. Like there's no way that we.
But Loso is actually one of the reasons why I want AI to go first. Because of the way Loso sparked it, I believe AI can spark the show the same exact way.
Got you.
That's from what I've seen her do. I believe she can do that spark the same way Loso sparked it last year. I believe AI can spark it this year as well. So so that's the reason why I want her to start off with the joint. Plus, I didn't want Loso to have to spark it twice. You know what I mean? I wouldn't do that. So yeah.
What's the date again? The date's June
24th.
Dang, yo,
June 24th.
I really wish I was not going to be in Portland because I did want to go. I can't.
And then your event, June 26th in Cali.
26th through the 30th. Yes, come through. We're going to have Derek Minor, Aaron Knight, Dilemma. I know a lot of people don't know who that is, but Dilemma. Carvin Haggins, John Gibbs. Somebody mentioned John Gibbs doing God music. No, he's not doing God music right now. No, he is not. But this isn't an all Christian situation. So, but yeah,
Inez Goss will probably perform. He will likely perform.
I'm opening the show. The show.
So he'll definitely perform.
I got a new music video out.
And he has a new music video out.
Oh, it's good too, y'all. But y'all gotta check it out. It's really good.
With the Love and Basketball feel to it.
I know. I was like, okay. Yeah. Just all Gibbs a month ago. Word.
Yeah. So
how can they find the video, guys?
How can they find the video, guys?
YouTube or my Facebook or Instagram. Type in Corey Goss, the Ex I Never Had music video. Well, the Ex I Never had.
Stuff. You need to.
Ex I Never Had.
Yeah, the Ex I Never had.
That's a dope title as well, Goss.
Appreciate that.
Yeah. Ex I Never Had.
Dope total.
It's late, Trisha.
That's another one.
Another one. Wording is hard out here. With that being said,
it doesn't top Torum though.
It doesn't top Torum.
Yo, it's just certain times when you say it is funny.
Yeah. So yeah, it is what it is. All right, guys. Well, that is what it is. All hearts and minds is clear. Chat. We always appreciate you guys hanging out, whether it's Inez or Charles or Tasha earlier or Kiera or my man Psalms or all the people that was up in here, from Jujon to, of course, Stephen the Levite hanging out, to many, many, many other people in the chat that I am forgetting. Appreciate you guys. Always make sure to tell people what we got going on, y'all. But really, we appreciate you guys hanging out with it. We would be absolutely nothing without you. So that's Trisha Bell. That's your man C. Goss.
Gang.
That is your girl Brina. They call me, quote, we are the Tastemakers Pod. We'll see y'all next week.
Peace. JR, hit me up.
Tastemakers.
Classic. We do more than make a living, we make a life. When everything is dark, we are the light. We are the tastemakers, aight. Let tomorrow tell the stories that we make tonight. We do more than make a living, we make a life. When everything is dark, we are the light. We are the tastemakers, aight. Let tomorrow tell the stories that we make tonight. For the movers and shakers, for the new tastemakers, sommeliers came out to play. Classics in the current day. For the movers and shakers, for the new